Video on the NASDAQ 100. So as you can see, everything has been drawn out for you to understand how is everything looking like. We've had a lot of choppy movement lately on the NASDAQ, but we've been holding around this key support and this key resistance, meaning market has been just bouncing around these two. So what we are seeing now, yesterday we had market dropping. As you can see, this is a drop from resistance to this current support. But obviously when there's a drop, you will see market creating a market structure of a down move, pull back, down move, pull back, and so on and so forth. We are on the 15-minute time frame. Currently we're seeing market going up, but how do we know that market is finally continuing to the upside, or is it going to go to the downside? Let's start from the downside. If market will go to the downside, it has to break this minor trend line. If it breaks and close below this minor trend line, then we can look for a sell trade until maybe this next support level, which for me is a key level. Why? Because this has not been a strong support level, because at some point it was broken. So now let's now look at what can push market to go up. Currently market is going up. As you can see, we have an uptrend. Since again I have a trend line, it's an uptrend, but there are few confluences that or levels that we have to break for us to confirm an up move. Number one, we have to break structure. If we break above this level structure, then that is one confluence saying we should look to buy. Number two, we have a retracement level of 50%. Once we break and close above the 50% retracement level, then we can look to buy. But now, how do we buy in this case? In this case, how you buy is that you, again, last confluence that we have a support structure that was touched and not broken, then we're seeing market going up. Now, how do you buy in this situation? You look to buy, you wait for market to close above the 50% retracement, then you wait for market to come back and retest this trend line. Then once it goes up, then you start buying until this level. If it breaks above this level, maybe probably you'll hold furthermore. You'll have to monitor market momentum when it gets to this level. Again, when you go back and look at I'll go and open my current watch list. You go back and look at stocks as to how did they close performing, because with the NASDAQ, remember, when we're trading NASDAQ, we are focusing on companies like Microsoft, Google, your Amazon, your Amazon, and so on and so on. We had market closing, we had Amazon data negative, we had also Microsoft being negative, Google negative, meaning the news from yesterday, we had a lot of reports which were negative, so pushing the market to the downside. As you can see, we had also market pushing to the downside. So what we can do, we can just wait for the technical to play out. Then later on, New York Open is it's 9:30 New York time, South African time it's 4:30, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, when New York Open time, 4 o'clock, when they give us an update as to what is happening in terms of the reports, if we get positive reports and market was already moving higher, then we can look to continue holding our buy trade, because it means it will go higher and higher and higher. But now if the report comes and they come out negative, but we were on a buying trade, it means we must exit that buy trade, because usually around that time there's a lot of news manipulation where they will push market based on news results. Unfortunately, my network is acting up. Okay, it's coming back, but please subscribe to the channel so that I keep posting more content. Thank you and all the best.